Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator. So, guys, I'm back. It's been a while, right? It's been quite a while. I am uh, recording from Rio, Brazil, as you all know, probably. If you don't, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Something I never say. It was just interesting, right? So, wow, guys, there's so much to talk about. I want to say thank you for your kind comments, your understanding, right? I am here dealing with my parents, as you know, and I'm getting some help, so that hopefully will allow me to uh, make more videos because I miss it, and I miss you guys, and I miss focusing on it because the whole situation has changed here for my family. So I was just constantly doing so much that it was just hard to kind of even have the mental space to do it. So I'm excited to be doing video because we had heard the news that Lady G has passed away. Sad for her, no, really sad for her, sad for her. And and it's interesting, right? Like I saw a comment just now. We're going to talk about it from somebody connected to the whole the whole thing, saying that how interesting that Lindsey Graham had just returned from Ukraine, where it's not like there are, it's a place there can be, enough agents or whatever. I'm not saying, right? I'm not saying maybe it's nothing, maybe it's just it is what it is, but I just, like I think at this point we have to look at everything. And also Mitch McConnell, where is the body? The body, because right? They're not declaring him as being on the other side, let's just say, right? And so let's look at that. And yeah, okay. So very interesting. And guys, I was just overwhelmed with other activities, so I couldn't make a video on the whole weirdness of Elaine Chao being in, like, flying to China right away. And I wanted to, guys, you may not know this, which is this weird part. Like, it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. Okay. So, Helen, should her name? Eileen, I got confused. I call it Ellen. Okay, hold on a second. The former secretary of, okay. Elaine Chao. Elaine. Her name is Elaine. So, Elaine Chao. So, she has a sister named Angela. Had a sister, actually. And that sister was married to a very famous venture capitalist named Jim Breyer. Now, Jim um, became very well known because he was one of the biggest investors in Facebook back before Facebook was big, right? So he made a lot of money. The firm he worked for was called Accel, ACCEL, if I remember correctly. So that's his power, like where his power comes from. So this woman, Angela, was married to him for a long time, I think. And then she had a Tesla car, and her Tesla car, like I think she was in Texas. I don't remember where. It was like a place that had like a small lake or something inside her own property. So her car sank into the water, and like her Tesla car, and they couldn't open it, and she died like that. Can you imagine? Like, it's a little strange, the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It is weird, right? Like, I don't have one of these, Tesla cars. I don't, long story. Like, I for many reasons, but it is weird that she couldn't open the door in her own car to get out. Okay, and that's the sister of Elaine Chao, who is whatever married to Mitch McConnell and is now in China. Okay, apparently. No, I think it's a thing. It's real. It's not right. So it's just weird, don't you? Don't you? I find it interesting. I find it, very weird. All of this, seriously. So let's look into it. I have here protection. I'd like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I'd like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that I create the good and only the good, and so it is. All right, so now let's look into it. So Lady G has passed away. What happened? Was it it's funny, my mouth is moving faster than I can think, because I'm like, what, it was a natural causes, and then I thought stop and think, oh, why? So that's almost like my instinct is going there already. So tell me what happened with. Oh, it's saying Spirit saying, I'm glad you're back. We have a lot to tell you. Just don't worry too much. Just come out. We'll give you information. Just make the videos. That's the medium. Or the medium. Okay. All right. So show me Lindsey Graham. So immediately I see, this is like a strange image, but I see an image of him, somebody going through, remember slides? When you clicked on slides and you saw the different, like somebody's looking through these images, pictures of Lindsey Graham. And these pictures are like when somebody's followed and somebody took pictures of him. It's a dark room where someone's clicking, and then there's another picture and another picture. So then the next thing I see is that he was there. He had gone to Ukraine, okay, just Friday, okay. Then he's drinking something. He's really thirsty, and then he's like sweating, and I'm really thirsty. I'm really thirsty. Then he's like, he's happy he's going home, but he didn't get better. And it's saying their circulation didn't help. It's saying thrombosis. Is that right? Thrombosis. Apparently he died of like the official thing is a heart attack or something, but it's saying he was not well. He was really sick when he came back. But honestly, when I see there's something in his pocket, like, but I don't necessarily get that he was poisoned or something. Okay, honestly, I think he was sick. But there's like, honestly, okay, this is it's called pyrite. Obviously, it's not toxic, but something in his pocket, it looks like this. But he would have known copper or something. No, I don't. Okay, let's see what the cards say. It was quick. It's saying he had, and then it shows me a plaque in the heart, like something that a person who has heart disease, like heart disease. You would say that, I'm not a doctor, but it doesn't make sense. It was there already. Okay. And saying he was not healthy, and it's saying he may have had liver issues, and he was not very healthy or going to the doctor. But it seems like, honestly, not that I was like expecting anything, but it seems like it's kind of weird, right? So, okay, so wow, all right, so that's it. So let's see what the cards say here about him passing. Okay, so the question is, Lindsey Graham has passed away. What happened? Let's see, I can't quite see the screen. I'm tilting this computer, so let's see. Oh wow, look, this looks like him a bit, doesn't it? Now here's him. This is executing on something. Debt. Interesting. This is quid pro quo. Let's see what the other cards say. House. This could be elections or options. Man. Okay, man. Locked. Okay. Okay. Now, the other thing to remember too is that he was, okay, let's see. You know, I can actually ask the question in a little bit. Constancy for a long time. Letter information. Sigh. Interesting. Okay. Because there is something like he was thirsty, he was not breathing. I don't know if, let's see here. Big cries. Moves upside down here. Wow, disgrace. Okay. Now it's upright. Okay, hold on. Interesting. This is like sad news. So I can't get the prize. All right. The man, the White House, not something not asking for a long time. The prize is not happening. Putting something into motion, but not maybe being able to. Information. Disgrace. Sad. Okay, so again, that's blocked. Sigh. Okay, now to me, because honestly, guys, if it had been what I was kind of more worried about, some kind of like, you know, that he was like, whatever, unalive, let's just say, the cards would have been different. It does show me that there is some resistance towards the White House because it's pro-Ukraine. He was, I guess, right? But he realizes now interesting because here you have it's a card of elections, right? So the letter could also mean vote. So there's this grace related to elections. This could be part. We're looking to it more. So this is like I don't feel like it was something. I think he was disappointed and he couldn't accomplish whatever it is that he had to do. Now this could also be aid for Ukraine, to be honest, right? But we'll find out more. So okay, all right. So I was just thinking, and I just wrote the question. Another way of thinking about it is thinking what what is Trump thinking right now that the news has come out about Lindsey Graham? And what does this mean for the GOP? Because I think well, what comes up on this reading about how Trump feels will tell us honestly if something shady happens or not, or he's surprised by it. So tell me. You know, honestly, interesting. I do think he's kind of surprised about it. And he's like, and I see he gets his like stomach scared. He's kind of scared. Honestly, he thought that what if something happened to him? But I feel like he's reminded of his own mortality and that nothing's guaranteed. And I think he was supposed to, he was like, oh, I was going to see him this week or something. Like, I don't, honestly, that's he's like this. He's shocked, I think, because again, he's very self-absorbed. It's not that he cares about Lindsey Graham, but he cares about himself and his own power and mortality in the sense of the connection to power. Okay. All right. So how, let's see here. So how does he feel? Yeah, that's right. What does this mean? Interesting. Wow. When I asked what does it mean for the GOP, I get a house, you know, when you put a little house of cards, like a pile up cards, like a little tower of cards, and the cards are collapsing. That's what it means for the GOP. That's what I get. The cards collapsing. The house of cards is collapsing. So, all right. So first here, how does Trump feel about it? Okay. And then what does it mean for the GOP? Okay. So what is, let's see here. What is interesting? What does Trump feel about it? Okay. So this card was here in the, let's see. Does it show? Okay. All right. So interesting because this card was like right next to me here. And I was like, usually when the card, it didn't flip, but it was like right there, like single. I was like, okay. The hangman upside down usually to me means compromised, right? So when it's upside down, like when it's upright, you have to wait, it's outside of your control. But when it's like this, it means somebody else holds the strings. Now, this is woman and money, resources. It could mean the country. And in this Five of Wands means discord, like fighting. And the faction, when it's upside down, it's faction. Here is a family, okay? A family, happy family. Interesting, because it feels like he can't, like there's an issue with resources that he feels like he can't get it. And there's there's division, too much division. Let's see, clouds. Something behind the scenes coming out. Now, the stars could be about what he wanted or about technology like Starlink. Okay. What do we have? Okay, so let's see what this says. Surprise. Yeah, that's right. What I said, he was surprised by it. Here is, it's upright. This means the room, so private. This is a service man, so he was surprised. Maybe he could have been woken up by somebody who works for him, Trump. Okay, so okay, let's see. How does Trump feel about it? Wow, soldier means the military or attacks. Old woman, tradition, or could even mean Lady G. That's right. You know what? It's so interesting because it's gift, but the other cards were also the Six of Pentacles, which is also very similar to the gift card upside down, right? It's like debt of some kind, quid pro quo. And I feel like, again, there is an issue of him being surprised and fearing that he owes some people something, right? And there was an attack here. So that's the question. That's the issue. And it's interesting because, again, the issue of Starlink somehow comes up here. All right. So, okay. So let's actually ask, what will Trump do about this? What will he do something? Meaning, I don't know. I guess he could appoint people. I don't know or what will Trump do about it? Like now, is anything going to change? Is it going to change? Because I feel like Mitch McConnell was expected. This is not okay. Here, interesting. This is justice or facts. Interesting. So here is not getting what he wants, or pushing too hard to get what he wants. This to me tends to be the three, like to me, it's like the kids. Something about, you remember the thing about the Qatar? There's so many corruption scandals, but okay, offer, transfer to a friend. Interesting. Now, it may be that he's seen the writing on the wall. They need a way out, a safe way out, like a part, even like, it's weird. Okay, here, love could be all the SCX stuff he's involved in. Cheerfulness up, like, right. So cheerfulness upside down, parties, right? Faux woman, female, right? So I think it's the information about all the SCX stuff that he has done, and things are changing, and how he can keep the people in power that are going to let his secrets remain. Wow, prison. That's it. He's reminded of interesting. This is a very similar card. Cheerfulness and alegría, right? It's the similar card of the party. Shady businessman. So interesting. There's something about creating a plan for himself and his family to maybe this is a card of moving away or keeping his power, right? In that context. Okay. All right. So then the other question is, I've already asked this in the visions, but what does this mean for the GOP that Lindsey Graham is gone? Wow, desperation, true desperation, messenger, private. They got the message that they're desperate because it's saying there's something to do with the electoral issue. Deal. Heart, again, it's interesting. I've learned from my own experience with the cards that it does not necessarily mean love in the kind of a contemporary sense of it. It could mean actually sex. Here, especially the snake, the spy, right? So deals with it's like there's something where they fear that their secrets are going to be exposed because, of course, oh wow, this is a card of information here. The books, right? It's information. Deal with the information. They're desperate. Hope. Okay, information, hope. Now, people that work for them, interesting, and it's women, right? Kind of interesting. We're gonna do the tarot now. Let's see. Restless, they're afraid. Interesting, but okay, wow, this is Page of Swords, like it's a spy. Okay, restless about spies. Offers. Wow, they feel interesting. Like Trump, they feel like it was not normal. It was not the messenger. It was a message sent to them, private, right? That they have to come. Is that right? They're afraid, but really, are they afraid? Yeah, that's what it means. What is it? Okay, but the question was, it's reminding me. What was the question? The question was, what does it mean for the GOP? That they're not safe, and the information is going to come out about that's it's saying that's how they're being held hostage. Yeah, and I do see interesting that it's saying they don't feel like you do. They feel like it's a message because nobody was expecting it. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting information. Okay, so the next question is what does this mean for the 2026 midterm elections? Let's see. It shows me again the image of the House of Cards collapsing. Why? It's saying they have few seats. The majority is not guaranteed. But I have a question. Don't they have? There's a devil's advocate question. Don't they have Elon Musk to change the voting totals? It's saying no. The antidote has been. It's like there's something that is not quite working as much. So let me ask. Okay. So, and again, I want to know about the results, not because of all the situation. We can ask who won, but we can ask who will be shown as the winner. Okay, who will be in place? Is it a GOP person? I don't because winning it doesn't these days, right? It's they could steal it. So, oh, it's interesting the ballot. The ballot. Wow, it's showing me interesting. The past I had seen had this vision about the National Guard being like employed, and it's like this battles, not battle like ballots, battle of ballots, like somebody tug of war with ballots, trying to. It's saying that. I mean, again, I want to be careful not to be, quote unquote hopeful like this, but it's saying something is unplugged about the whole Musk thing. Because again, guys, it doesn't matter really if the cheating is not stopped. It doesn't matter how many people vote, how overwhelming the winning is, they could still win. Like, it doesn't win meaning like not win, but steal and claim themselves to be the winner. So, okay, show me first what does the loss of Lindsey Graham mean for the 2026 midterm elections? Okay. Again, so what does this mean for the midterm elections? This is hermits. Now something hidden. It could sometimes it means a crazy person actually. Messages something happening quickly, meaning okay, but I want to know, are we gonna have what are the elections? Okay, going to be like something important. Hacking, key to hacking for a long time. Message. Okay. Soon. Now this card is truly does it show a time card? Did you see it? Okay. So sigh. Okay. Interesting. Well, because I have the two, these are Italian cards, but it should come up before the old lady. This means this can also mean tradition not in a good way. Desperation. That's right. Desperation. Sigh because they may soon the old guard or the traditionalists may be losing power. That's right. The EPS stuff, huh? I hope. Oh, waiting for. All right. So, businessmen, interesting. So, okay, businessmen, desperate messages about desperation of the businessman. That's true. And waiting too late for the elite, right? To the old entrenched people. Here is the truth has been hidden, and they're worried about. I think in a way it could also mean it doesn't necessarily, because the other cards don't mention necessarily something about PS, but so it could be that the young women are winning, right? They're really desperate. But who is going to, okay, how do I ask this question? So could the Democrats take the 2026 election? Meeting. Okay, the strategies about the heart. Okay, to me it means again this that like we know that Trump I think wants to put his kids in charge, right? So here's melancholy, the White House lover. Okay, deals, shady deals of the man, the law. Okay, all right. Let's see here. The tree could mean health, could mean organization. Health in the context. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ending right below the White House. So health ending aggression or pain. Okay, so through aggression, the organization ended through aggression or ends their aggression. Hmm. Again, women could mean money, but it could mean women. Let's see. Okay, back in the past. What happened in the past? Again, prison. It could be that the corruption related to his own family will affect things, and here it would suggest a tree. It's interesting because the tree can mean organization, but also health. So that's fascinating because the strategy to attack. All right, so tell me, is Trump going to be in power? Well, okay, I'm just going to ask because that's what I want to know. Is Trump going to be in power during the midterm elections? Is Trump going to be in power during the midterm elections? Okay, okay, here is funny. Meeting. Shady. Okay, let's just see here. You know what? Maybe it's a good idea since I'm talking, chatting, chatter. Oh, crazy people. Crazy people. Now, this could also mean bots, so it's interesting. This could mean Trump, yes. Here is the woman again. Here, greed, trying to keep himself in power, not trying to, like, oh, wow, guilty. Guilty. All right. And here we have soon. Okay, hope so. Hope so. All right. Wow, has to leave. This is a card of something forcing him to leave, having to leave. The man. And again, the man, I don't like single. Oh, wow. Wow. Because I'm like, okay, I need to know more than just like a man or a woman. It means nothing. But here, an ending of the man again, death card, very significant. Okay, here is the dog or faithful person or good person. And what do we need? Oh, we need this one here. Okay, wow, this could mean government actually. Government end. Oh, that's right, guys. Loyalty. It could mean that the treason, right? The treason part. He has to go because he's not loyal to the US. That is factually correct. So guilty, trying too hard to keep his power in spite of what he has done to women. But there's chatter and conversation about his guilt related to women and also the government. Okay. So it's possible, the cards suggest, okay, that it's possible that he may not be there. I hope so. Okay, so, wow, it's, Rosie, I know you haven't been doing videos for a while, but as crazy as it may sound, because it hasn't happened, he's not going to be in power for much too long. That's right. Wow, okay, for too much longer, that's right. Okay. Okay, the next, okay, I need to have another question. So, what about Elon Musk? Could Elon Musk try, again, even if Trump is not here, could Elon Musk try to affect the outcome of the election of midterms like he did in the 2024? All right, so now to the next question about just the Elon Musk issue. So, even if Trump is not around, could Elon Musk do what he did in 2026? I'm sorry, 2024. Could he repeat it and change the outcome of the election, basically steal the election? Could he do that? Okay, so that's all we need to know. We need knowing. We need to know, right? Okay. All right. So could Elon Musk, again, question, try to change the election outcome like he did in 2024, even if Trump is not in power? Let's see. Offer strength. Wow, tower. Interesting for me. Fun, interesting. Wow. Lies? This falseness lies. Okay. Interesting. Now, frivolity, it also means transfers of some kind, like how butterflies spread something. Losses, major losses. Now, here, he has the IPO, it's not going well, the situation. News about lies. Lies, opportunity could mean opportunist, right? So the transfers, okay, a lot of money. So this is a card of losses, so he could lose a lot of money because things go down. It could mean the stock market, actually. So, okay, wow, interesting. This is gifts. Now he was financed the elections, right? So it's upright. The luck upside down. So he goes down on his luck, something abroad. So it feels like he has bigger problems, essentially. That's what the cards suggest. Let's see what the visions say. So what about Elon Musk? Could he try? Wow, I see that he has a weird, like a joystick. Remember video games that had joysticks back in the day? And he's playing this video game, and then the ground collapses from under him, and it shows me like 9/11, like building collapse. But it's saying it's his so-called empire collapses. He does not have the energy to do that. It's saying he did something about the elections. He wanted to take over the world or whatever, right? Like really control the outcome of elections so that he could have power. But it's saying it hasn't really worked out the way he wanted. And I don't just mean power. Maybe he has power, but the money part, I don't think they're saying they're not going to be able to like sell off the stuff they want to sell off. So it's saying I just feel like he's on a different kind of, wavelength maybe. Okay. So that's what I get. All right. So thank you for watching. I'll be back soon. Fingers crossed. Bye guys. Love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.